Hey Harry Potter fans, Peter Kenneth here. Welcome to the Potter Collector channel, where we are a community of collectors. The thumbnail and title of this video are correct. You read it correctly. I've played Hogwarts Legacy, and I'm going to tell you all of my thoughts and show you some of my actual gameplay right now. First of all, I want to send a huge thank you to Warner Brothers for inviting me out to California to play the game and experience what they were able to show me and let me experience. There are spoilers, but it's not like crazy spoilers. It's more like walking around Hogwarts Castle, flying around Hogwarts Castle, creating my character. I didn't spend a lot of time on that because I wanted to get into the gameplay. And then there is a mission and duel at the end. Like, I'm not allowed to show you certain things that I experienced because Warner Brothers and Avalanche wants you guys to experience it for yourselves when you first play. If you don't want to be spoiled at all, come back after you've played Hogwarts Legacy yourself to see my reaction and thoughts about this game. Just to give you some really quick details about the gameplay, there were about 4 or 5 sections that they wanted me to see. So it started out with like character development and then some time of roaming Hogwarts Castle and flying around Hogwarts Castle. Inside a couple of the rooms, I wasn't allowed to just roam free. I was only allowed in little sections and I couldn't sneak out because there were people behind me watching every move I made. But what I saw was absolutely spectacular. Another spoiler alert, this game is worth the wait. This game is going to live up to the hype. But to be fair, I don't know about games. I'm not a gamer myself, so I don't know what to compare it to, so it's like incredible. But I'm also pretty good at spotting quality. Harry Potter, Wizarding World fans, this is the game, the experience that we have been waiting for. So no more talking. Here is what I filmed in California. I thought that I wasn't allowed to record my reactions to actually playing the game, but then found out later that I could have recorded it. So there was a miscommunication there, which is sad. So you won't see my reaction in California while I was actually playing the game, but I remember what I was thinking, what I was feeling during each section of this gameplay. But here are a few little things that I filmed while I was getting ready for the gameplay. Today, I am in Hollywood, California, because I'm about to go play Hogwarts Legacy. Like, I'm about to leave the hotel to go to the Warner Brothers studio lot to go play Hogwarts Legacy. I'm excited no matter what I get to play. Even if I just get to walk around Hogwarts, I'm excited. Last night, I was able to talk to some of the video game creators as well as the people at Avalanche, and they're excited. It was cool to like hear who worked on what, how much blood, sweat, tears, and time went into the game, and just the passion that they have for this particular game as well as Harry Potter. And I'll tell you this, the person in charge of creating Hogwarts Castle, Boston, is a huge Harry Potter book fan, so we know we're gonna see some awesome book-related things that we've only read about but not seen in the movies. And while this isn't really based around the Harry Potter stories, it's Wizarding World based in the 1800s. For the most part, I'm sure Hogwarts as we know and love it is pretty much the same. All right, so we're just gonna jump right in, and this is the character creation. Again, I did not spend a lot of time on this because I wanted to get into the game itself. So here are just, it's amazing the wide range and variety of different characters you can choose from. Skin color, head structure, hair color, hairstyle, you know, whatever you want, you can create this character. So when I actually get the game and get to create the Potter Collector, it's gonna be really fun to spend time on the actual creation of my character to make him look as close to how I look as possible. So here I selected my guy, and now we're into kind of the face shape. So different face shapes, you can put glasses on. They have like Harry, Dumbledore, and McGonagall style glasses. You can also go with no glasses. This is where you're gonna change your skin color. And then hairstyle, there are a ton of hairstyles. So you could be a guy with long hair, a girl with short hair, whatever hairstyle you can think of, it's pretty much in here. And then changing hair color as well. And scars and complexion and moles. So I went with, I thought this like werewolf slash scar was really cool, so I went with that. And then you can change your eye color, your eyebrows, and as you can see, there are like a bunch of different little dots, so those are like the stop areas, so they have a lot of color choices to create your characters as close as you look as possible. And then we get into voices. There are 2 voices. There's a male voice and a female voice. but then you can change the pitch of the voice. And then this is also going to be where you select your difficulty. So if you want to just play story mode, where you don't necessarily die, easy, medium, or difficult. And then you're also going to type in your first and your last name. In this case, Peter Kenneth. And after that, you start your journey. So that's where the recording stopped. I'm not allowed to show you what happened after that. I'm not going to react at all. I don't want to spoil anything for you. So then I was at Hogwarts Castle. Look at that boar over there. And then I was allowed to roam free around Hogwarts Castle on the outside. And then we moved on to the inside and experienced a few
How nice to see you, my young
locations
friend.
that we know about. I'm not going to tell you about them just yet. We'll get there. But this is a little bit of the walking around the Hogwarts grounds.
What was that for?
I'm getting used to the controller at this point, getting used to walking.
What are you doing out here? Challenging you to a game of Summoner's Court. I think it's time you faced a real opponent, outside of Ronan's little lesson in charms class. Summoner's Court isn't just a game. It's a battle of skill. A test of a witch or wizard's mettle. What say?
So I decided not to do the challenge because I
Perhaps
wanted to walk around
another
Hogwarts.
Scared of
I
losing?
didn't have time. It's like, I need to experience
yourself.
Hogwarts Castle and the grounds and just walk around and experience it. So that's like a challenge you can do throughout the outside and the grounds. And inside of Hogwarts Castle, there are different challenges that you can experience. Look at that castle. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, like, look at the pathways. Isn't this absolutely stunning? The gardens, the flowers. Look at that dragon hedge that's flapping its wings. Like, the amount of detail that's put into this and the amount of attention to detail that is put into this is absolutely fantastic. Oh, this is going to be, I think I summoned that page for the first time. So the people around me are also like walking me through things and saying, hey, Peter, if you try this, you'll be able to summon the page. So I just caught the page. Accio page. Challenge unlock. That's a field guide for your field guide. A page for your field guide. And there I just tried to light the fountain on fire.
Levioso!
Levioso!
Lumos!
So I'm just testing out the different spells. As you can see in the corner down there.
Levioso!
Those are the greenhouses. So I'm going to skip ahead a little bit to flying.
Incendio!
So here we go. I'm about to hop on a broomstick. You ready for this? Bam! I'm now on a broomstick. Oh my gosh. Okay, just seeing this and knowing that like I was the one controlling the player is bringing me back memories. Look at the Quidditch pitch. Isn't that gorgeous? It's beautiful. Look at the mountains. Like, you guys. Again, I don't know anything about gaming, but this is gonna be like the greatest game any Harry Potter fan has ever played in their life. It just will be. And the controller like is vibrating and pulsing as you're doing different things. Look at that castle, isn't it gorgeous? The bridge over there. So at this point I'm just flying around and learning how to fly. There's the boathouse there. I actually visit the boathouse. You can change kind of the camera angle. Oh, this was a funny part because I was veering off of the Hogwarts grounds towards like that forest area, and I was told not to go outside of the boundaries of, you know, the lake and whatever. And I'm like, I can't stop. Like, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know how to control this. So they were laughing about that because they knew I wasn't like purposefully trying to leave Hogwarts grounds. But that was the boathouse. Just the air movement and the sound, it's so beautiful. It is so beautiful. I just noticed that the island in there, I think that's where Dumbledore is buried in the future. This is the 1800s, but I think that may be the island where Dumbledore is buried. All right, so I'm flying around Hogwarts Castle. I thought that was the gamekeeper hut, but I don't think it actually is. It speaks for itself. It really speaks for itself. So I'm being told now that I need to land the broom because we're about to go inside of, I think it's the Transfiguration Wing. So we're going to experience the library as well as the greenhouses. Yeah, I think this is the Transfiguration Courtyard. All right, so we landed, getting my bearings, and look at that fountain. Hello, sir. All right, in we go. We're going to Hogwarts. We're going to, well, inside of Hogwarts. We're at Hogwarts, but we're going inside Hogwarts. Look how gigantosaurus it is. Like, it just feels so big. Like, you're gonna need a big TV for this. I mean, obviously you don't need a big TV. If you have a small monitor or a small TV, it will work too. But like, if you have a big TV,
Am I missing?
it'd be amazing. So this is, I think I go into the library first.
I can't believe Black is still the headmaster.
Yeah, here we go. As you're seeing, like, as you pass different students, you are hearing conversations, and if you see that little square, that means you can, like, interact with people. Otherwise, you just kind of hear what they're talking about. Guys, the library. The library. We're in the Hogwarts library right now. I couldn't quite get up the stairs. I'll get the hang of it. And one of the things you'll see as when we get to the duel section is the duel was hard, but I found out as I was doing the duel that that was like 10 hours into the game itself. So by the time you get there, you've mastered the spells, you've mastered how to do multiple spells and cast Protego and actually duel with people. So that made me feel a little bit better as I kept struggling with the duel. Eventually, just so that we could see the completed duel and completed mission, someone had to actually complete it for me. So here we go, we're going to a chest, and if you go to the different chests, you can unlock certain things. Like I just got solar protection spectacles, so that's kind of fun. This is a challenge, and I'm not going to show you this because you're going to have to find this yourself. Just know that like this here, this is a challenge you're going to have to complete. So let's skip out of the library and go into the greenhouses.
I can't say I feel the need for that sort of thing,
Look at that door. Look at how tall it is. Like, it's so tall. Now, if I were at Hogwarts, this is where I'd be spending all of my time. And you're gonna see why in a second. I'm not gonna talk, I'm just gonna let you guys experience this as I experienced it.
And I lose track of the time when we were at 3 broomsticks. Nearly missed exams one year, we were so engrossed in our butterbeers.
I'd love to have a house in one of the nearby hamlets.
Do you think if we asked Sharp, she'd let us go on?
Revelio.
So Revelio, that's a spell that you have. I think it's like a programmed spell that like you always have it. And you can use Revelio throughout the different rooms in Hogwarts and locations in Hogwarts to reveal hidden things. Like that chest, for example, that kind of lit up green. It is something that you need to learn like a certain spell or achieve a different skill before you can actually open that. But I think there are some other Revelio things that...
Revelio!
I reckon Sebastian did not expect such a sound defeat in defense against the dark arts.
I think there's a point where I reveal something.
Revelio!
Yeah, there we go. So we found, I think it's another page. Other side, Peter. Turn around. There you go. Revelio! Another field guide page. So we collected that, the greenhouse tree. All right, let's leave the greenhouses. And next what we're gonna do is we're going to go and learn how to cast spells and duel. So I'm trying to remember if you cast Revelio, you can either turn that little gold path on or off. So this is guiding to that next challenge, guiding you to the next challenge. But if you wanted to turn it off, you could follow the map in the bottom right-hand corner. I just had to stop on the bridge and look at this stunning, stunning view. Defense against the Dark Arts Tower. And there's a special visitor who pops up soon.
Whee!
And there he is!
Oh, not again!
Here I come from the toilet bowl where she
It's
said I
Peeves.
could swim, did you praxia mole? As long as 'twere only one time per week, I can plunge the boy's lavatory, not for the meek.
Please, Peeves, you'll make me late.
He tried to stop me, did rancorous carp, sought to trap me, confine me inside of a jar. But he failed, as did his containment charms, so I took my revenge to wreak havoc and harm.
All right, let's get to the end of this
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
magical path,
Can I help you?
which leads us to Lucan.
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
That's nice to hear. All right, so I'm gonna skip to this initial round, essentially,
Will make you regret.
where I'm
Simon.
learning how to cast spells, use Protego, when to use Protego, which also releases something else. When you use Protego at the same time, something else is released. And I think I can tell you, it's Stupefy.
Don't shy away now.
Protego!
Sendo!
Leviosa!
Expulso!
Springo!
Find the one!
Lumos.
Leviosa!
What to do?
So then the second round is you working with a
Something.
dueling dummy. So you can use different spells and combinations. And at the top, you're seeing those
You'll get it.
different spells. That's telling you, okay, you need to do this, and that, and that, and that in order to pass the dummy. I wasn't quite getting it, but then I did. And then the next round is where you actually duel with kind of the people in this dueling club of sorts. So it's good practice. And the colorful orbs around your opponents, that tells you what spell you need to use in order to break the orb, to break the Protego spell. Oh, I was defeated. But then second time around, I kind of got the hang of it. Which ultimately led to... Bam! bam, 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 a victory. So that was kind of the experience that I had at Hogwarts Castle. And then I was moved into this mission or this challenge. So if you don't want any like mission spoilers at all, this is not something you're going to want to watch. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit to eliminate the story aspect so as not to spoil that. But I will show you the actual dueling portion of this gameplay. And this is actually not me playing because I kept losing. And you'll see why I kept losing, because it's like people everywhere casting spells at you. So this is what the duel looks like when you've actually gotten to the point through the game and experienced casting spells, learning how to cast spells. So what's happening here is you've discovered, I won't say what you've discovered, but you're here to save a dragon. And you've got to sneak in and defeat the poachers of this animal. So here we go. Like oh, okay, so ancient magic was just used. There's like special ancient magic spells that just like destroy a person or turn them into a chicken. It's like crazy. You can like throw objects, and like that R1 you're seeing, you can throw that rock, bam, and like throw it at a person, like turn around and throw it at another witch or wizard. So as you can see, it's like super intense, and it's not done yet. Bam.
You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend.
This is all.
And look, they're an animagus. A wolf and a animagus. I can't even speak, it's so intense. So, I got not super far, but fairly far into this duel, and let me tell you, the intensity of it is like, it's insane. I mean, I was playing on a screen maybe about this big. On a television, like a gigantic television, it's gonna be like you're in it. And the vibrations as you're casting spells and when you're getting hit by spells and casting Protego, like you feel that in your hands as you're using the remote, at least for the PlayStation 5. Like, look at this! There's like fire tornadoes everywhere, like what? All right, so at this point you release the dragon, and I'm gonna stop it here because it's like a story, or more like a cinematic thing, and I don't want you to see that yet. I want you to experience it when you play the game itself. That was, for the most part, my experience playing Hogwarts Legacy. Again, there are things that I couldn't show you that Warner Brothers wanted me to experience myself and wanted you to experience yourself when you play the game for yourself. I knew it would be good, but I'm very impressed. And I'm also impressed with my ability to pick it up so quickly as a non-gamer, it's intuitive. So even if you're not a gamer, a lot of the things are pretty intuitive. It's going to take a little time for us to learn the different controls and the different buttons, where a gamer already has that experience with, you know, oh, this is R1, that's R2, and they can get to the buttons quicker. But I learned pretty quickly. So the game creators have created something that is going to be intuitive for both gamers and non-gamers to learn, which I think is a big win, and that it wasn't just created for the super seasoned and experienced gamers. And then of course there's story mode that you could play this on, where you don't ever die, and you can just go through the story and experience everything. So there is going to be a lot more content about Hogwarts Legacy here on the Potter Collector channel. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe if you would like to follow along on not only my journey playing the game, but the different content that comes out, as well as the other Harry Potter content that I put out here on the channel. After playing this game, I need to react to that second gameplay showcase that was released, because I'm pretty sure it shows more than what I was able to experience playing the game myself. So I am like stoked to see what that looks like. So that'll be coming soon, and I'm going to try to do a video on all 4 of the common room and get to see and experience those too. Guys, we're just a few weeks away from the release of this game. Guys, it is coming super fast, and I can't wait to experience Hogwarts. And I'm sure you guys are also on the same broomstick, and you can't wait to experience Hogwarts as well. Again, a massive thank you to Warner Brothers for allowing me to play this game and bring this to the Potter Collector channel to show you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you are even more excited about the release of Hogwarts Legacy. And if you have questions about what you saw today, leave them in the comment down below. I will try to answer as many as I can, and answer those that I'm even allowed to answer. But what of this video that you saw today made you most excited? I'm sure it's going to be different for a lot of us. Some people it's going to be just being able to walk around different classrooms and the halls of Hogwarts. Some it's going to be the game as a whole and the story, some the dueling, some the flying on broomsticks. I'd like to know, so leave a comment down below. If you have any questions about Harry Potter or collecting, feel free to leave a comment down below. You can also join the Potter Collector community on Instagram at the Potter Collector, or on Twitter at Potter Collector. Now it's time to like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, keep collecting. Thank you so much for watching, and if you're new here, welcome. We cover all things Harry Potter on the Potter Collector channel, like books, merchandise reviews, unboxings, Wizarding World of Harry Potter videos, and more. If you would like to subscribe, you can click right here. You can also check out a previously posted video right around here. If you have any questions about Harry Potter, feel free to leave a comment down below. I am happy to help. But for now, I must go. We'll see you next time.
Whoa, where'd he go?